city leaders of the New York State Conservative Party. I'm proud to announce that today the Conservative Party officially is moving forward to endorse Joe Lhota. Clearly, after the great discussion with Joe and with the city leaders, this is about security and the safety of the city. It's about fiscal responsibility. It's about moving forward in our educational system. And after looking at the entire field, as so appropriately stated by the Daily News editorial, the one hope we have for the city of New York is to have Joe Lhota as our next mayor. So I'm here to officially, with the city leaders, to support Joe Lhota, the next mayor of the city of New York.
You say the one hope, you mean it was an easy choice for you? You don't feel like there was a lot of competition?
There was not much competition. There's only one guy, I think, that understands the economics of the city. One guy understands the necessity of keeping security and safety in the city, and I think he has a common sense approach to education that's going to go a long way in helping all the kids of the city of New York.
I know the recent trend, obviously, of electing Republicans mayor in New York City, but what do you think are the chances this time to do that again?
I think it's a great chance, because I think once people get to hear Joe, once this campaign gets going, it's early yet, once people understand and hear his responses and the common sense approach, and they look at the array of candidates, it's a clear choice. You either want to go backwards or you want to go forward. If you want to go backwards, then I suggest that Joe Lhota is not your candidate. If you want to go forward and you have a stake in the city, you own a home here, you have a business here, there's really only one choice for mayor of the city, and that's Joe Lhota.
A slightly unrelated question. Are you concerned at all that all the media attention and the sort of focus on Anthony Weiner is making it harder for candidates like Joe to get their message covered, to get, to sort of break through?
I think the media attention for Anthony Weiner may be making it hard for the Democratic candidates. I don't think it has any effect on Joe Lhota whatsoever.
Okay. All right, can I
Sure.
well, hi. What does it mean to have the conservative endorsement, and are you concerned at all about moderate Democrats being concerned about you having a conservative backing, viewing you as being too conservative for New York? Some of your critics have tried to paint you as a conservative, which could help you hurt you in a general election.
Well, first, I'm honored to get the Conservative Party endorsement. As the chairman said, as Mike Long said, this election is going to be about education and fiscal policy and all of the approaches that I have towards reduction of crime and enhanced quality of life. You should ask Mike questions about, we don't agree on some social issues, but the fact of the matter is this mayoral race is not about social issues. It's about who's going to keep us safe, who's going to educate our children, who's going to pick up our garbage, who's going to pick up the snow. That's what mayoral races are all about, and an understanding of how to keep the fiscal house in order. That's my background, and that's why I believe the Conservative Party has endorsed me today.
Can I just ask you for your comments on two very recent controversies in the mayor's race? First, the 91st Street waste transfer station, and this battle over Christine Quinn allegedly calling Bill Thompson an environmental racist. She claims she didn't actually say that. What do you think about that?
Well, I was probably the first candidate for mayor who came out in opposition to the opening of the marine transfer station on 91st Street. You recall in 2001 when I was deputy mayor, I closed it in connection with the closure of Fresh Kills. Biggest mistake I probably made then was I didn't knock it down to give them an opportunity not to rebuild the transfer station. The reality is it's an environmental hazard. It's going to cost, according to the IBO, 5 times more to export garbage, and there's no way that garbage from Manhattan is going to go anywhere other than New Jersey. The existing contract is to a waste-to-energy facility in New Jersey near Newark Airport, and we have a contract. We, the City of New York, have a contract with them,
so
and it should continue.
So it's not going to alleviate the burden on the communities of color in New York City, as Speaker Quinn has.
I think the language. It's really unfortunate the language that the Speaker has used. She's just picking up a talking point from some environmental justice advocates. There's no way that garbage from Manhattan will go to any other borough. It's not going to happen. The fair share principle will continue as it is now. waste from Manhattan should continue to go to New Jersey to the waste energy plant over near Newark.
Just to make sure I understand your position, her comment is unfortunate. You're saying because it's inaccurate and that it implies that the waste would go, the burden would be lifted from another community, or because you think of the racial.
It's an incendiary comment, and it's unfortunate that language like that is used in a race. It's inaccurate and incendiary.
Okay, and last question, on the question of the teacher evaluations, can you sort of analyze the
Sure, I've read the full report, the plan that was put out by Commissioner King, and I fully support it. It actually endorses many of the changes that have been made and reforms that have been put in place since mayoral reform. I'm looking forward as mayor to implementing the plan. I think it's a very sound plan and is well worth implementing. There are some mayoral candidates who really want to go back to the drawing board at less than 24 hours after the report is out. It's unfortunate. It's a solid report. It is a good plan, and it's one that should be implemented.
What do you think about Bill Thompson putting out a statement saying he supported it, and then the next day saying, on second thought, he has concerns about it? Do you think this is a UFT endorsement question?
Look, I'm not sure why Bill changed his mind. His original thought was the right thought. It was the correct thought. He's pandering to special interests. It shouldn't surprise anyone.
Okay. Anything else about, you're talking about the reasons for your endorsement here by Mike Long. He mentioned fiscal concerns. What is it about Christine Quinn, the front runner on the Democratic side, that you think would turn the clock back fiscally for New York City?
I mean, during the period of time Christine has been the speaker, the growth in the city budget, which goes also on the mayor's side of the equation, has grown almost 55 to 56% over the rate of inflation. When you go out into the communities and you talk to anybody about their assessed values going up, how the water bills are going up, small businesses with the fees and the fines that they have been burdened with, it really needs to get the city under control. We're at a point right now where the cost of doing business and living in the city is at a tipping point. And we need to get control of the expenses of the city.
Thank you, Joe.
Joe, how you feel about Senator D'Amato supporting Bill Thompson and not you?
What was the question? We gotta run.
I know, I have to run.
Senator D'Amato, can you answer?
Alphonse is a friend. I'm sure in November he'll be with me.
It's all said,